Alright, Shalom, Shalom. Calling like Yahweh Shim Shai, Bashim Rakakadash. Double loves to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone, rule well, peace, blessings, and salutations. Always goes to the hopeful, let and scatter abroad. Alright, to you brothers out there pushing the truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Alright, to the Aqua, the free sisters that are listening, learning to you, I say Shalom. Alright, coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shim Shai. But we're into edifying faith and lambs in Yahweh Shim Shai. Praise and lesson be edifying and straight to the point. And it's going to be a little quick lesson, man. Alright, I'm just now putting this lesson up. Alright, we had some bad weather here. Alright, where I'm at. And so, I have to, wait till that pass and, and if you hear a little bit of thunder, But most of it is gone out. But, that's the Lord visiting. Hey, the Lord is visiting this place, man. Alright, but that's for another lesson. Alright. This is gonna be a lesson about these nations, man. All right, especially Iran. All right, let's read this. This is from AlJazeera.com. It says, "Avenging the blood, Iran guard vows justice for slain general." All right, so Iran, all right, these Iranians, they want, they want to avenge the blood of what happened to their top general, man. All right, which is Soleimani, and y'all heard he was killed by a drone strike. I think it was 2020, I believe. All right, when he was killed by air drone strike in 2020, man. All right, it was January of 2020. All right, so these nations, all right, Iran, all right, they want blood, man. All right, they want to avenge what happened to their top general, man. All right, top top commanding general. All right, Slaki. Get my words twisted. All right, so we're gonna read a little bit of this article, man, because hey, all these nations they fed up with Babylon, the Great America, man. They're tired of Babylon. They're tired of America. All right, when something bad happens to America, all right, America goes in. They do what they want to do. But hey, these nations, all right, when something happens to them, they supposed to just sit back and accept it. And these nations are no longer accepting that, man. Okay, so let's read a little bit of this, man. All right. It says, pledging not to seek revenge for the U.S. assassination of Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Commander Soleimani is a fantasy, the elite force said. All right, let's read a little bit of this. It says, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps says it will not stop at attempts to avenge its top general killed in a United States attack as a condition to end sanctions, a key staking point to reviving an important nuclear deal. General Qasem Soleimani, who headed the elite Quds force, the foreign operations arms of the IRGC, was killed in a drone strike in Iran, slugging Iraq's capital, Baghdad, in January 2020. Like I said, all right, and hey, Iran, they want revenge for what happened to their top general, man. All right, so hey, these nations, all right, and these nations are basically getting tired of America, man. Russia's threatening war with America, China, all these nations. These nations are fed up, man. These nations are mad. They're sick and tired of Babylon, the Great America, and they especially sick and tired of the so-called white man, which is Esau Edom. Okay. It says enemies have asked us several times to give up avenging the blood of Qasem Soleimani. All right. So hey, these nations, all right, especially America asking them not to do it, but hey, they ain't paying no attention. All right. It says for the lifting of some sanctions. All right, they're trying to make a deal. All right, they're trying to make a deal with the Iranian, Iranian, okay, to not avenge what happened to their top general. Okay, but look, those peace treaties and those deals, they all gonna fall on deaf ears, man. Okay, it says, but this is a fantasy. Navy Commander Rear Amarad, whatever the hell that person's name, I can't read that shit. Anyway, was quoted as saying by the IRGC, saying suspend news website. Okay, let's read on. It says former President Donald Trump ordered Soleimani's killed, saying he was planning to eliminate an imminent and it's not he was planning an imminent attack on Americans' personnel in the Iraqi capital. Iran responded to his assassination by firing missiles a few days later at Iraqi base housing U.S. troops, causing injuries. The attack and retaliation strike brought the Middle East region to the brink of war. All right, and this next war is gonna be fought by ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Okay, all right. Let's see. Let me read a little bit of this. It says, make a decision. It says, Iran has been engaged for a year in negotiations with France, Germany, Britain, Russia, and China. All right. So, hey, these other nations, they're making deals. They coming together. All right. And what they doing? All right. And France, Germany, Britain. All right. They're part of the, NATO and EU countries, man. All right. So, hey, all these nations are making deals with Russia. Okay. All right, and it says in the United States indirectly to revive a landmark 2015 nuclear deal known formally as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. All right, ain't gonna be no deals, man. Okay, ain't gonna be no deals. Let's see. I want to read this. It says in 2018, 2 years before Soleimani's killing, the U.S. unrelatedly withdraw from the accord and reimpose sanctions on Iran, all right, prompting Tehran to step back from its commitments, all right. So hey, look, ain't gonna be no deals, man. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna read all of this. All right, I just made my point. I'll put the rest in the description box if you want to read it. But hey, these nations, they're tired of Babylon the Great America, man. All right, that's the point I want to show in that article. All right, that hey, there's not gonna be no peace treaties, no deals, none of that, man. All right, hey, these nations are getting together for one thing and one thing only, man. It's to come up against Babylon the Great America. Okay, all right. First scripture I'm gonna start off is in Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. The nations are mad drunk off of the philosophies, that wine of Babylon, the Great America, man. Okay? They're drunk off the wine of this place, the wicked philosophies that's being pushed throughout the four corners of the earth. All right? Wickedness. All right? So, hey, these nations, they're fed up. They're tired. Okay? Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky. Okay, so the sins of this place have reached into the ears of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to destroy this place, man. He's about to come back. And hey, he's about to destroy this place. Let's read on, verse 10. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, our power. Okay? And Zion represents the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And he coming back to avenge us on these nations, man. Okay? Verse 11. Make bright the arrows. What's those arrows, man? Those ICBM nuclear missiles. And that's what this next war is going to be fought by. ICBM nuclear missiles, okay? These nations are going to shoot their missiles on each other, okay? Especially in Babylon, the Great America. 200 million missiles going to be shot on this place, totally wiping it out. Wiping it off the face of the earth, man, okay? So that destruction is near, okay? Gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh Shah hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. That's Russia. for this, it's like for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Shai, the vengeance of his temple, all right? His elect, all right? The temple of his people, man, all right? The Lord's elect, man, basically, okay? And that's what this is all being done, all right? This next World War III is going to be fought, okay? Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to read verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambush. For the Lord Yahweh shall have both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. All right. Let's move on.
O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine.
What the hell? Lucky. Sorry about that. My bad. All right. My bad. Lucky about that. I don't know what the hell that was. Anyway, let's read on. Verse 25. Slocky. It's something. Anyway, Jeremiah 51, verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain. Alright, and what's that destroying mountain? It's Babylon the Great America, okay? Babylon the Great is that destroying mountain. Said the Lord Yahweh Shai, which destroyeth all the nations, which destroyed all the earth. Good Lord. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. This place is going to be burnt up by ICBM nuclear missiles, okay? All right. Let's see. Let's skip down to verse 28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes. These nations are going to come up against Babylon the Great America, okay? Along with Russia, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. This place will never be inhabited ever again. All right, never. Okay, all right. Let's move on. This is Joel 3 and 9. Let's see. I'm gonna start at the top and then I'm gonna skip down. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna read the whole thing, man. Joel 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, all 12 tribes, man, starting with the elect, okay? Verse 2. And I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and parted my land. Okay, all right. So hey, he's coming to plead with these nations. Plead means to judge. All right, he's coming to judge these nations for what they have done. Okay, all right. Verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? All right, that's the Hamitic nations. All right, those Hamites over there, those so-called Africans. Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. All right. You also got number of Ishmael and Ishmael and Elam. All right, which is a mixture of those so-called Arabs over there. Okay, all right. Verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem, which is all 12 tribes, have ye sold unto the Grecians. Who are the Grecians? The Edomites, that ye might remove them far from their border. Verse 7. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And that's happening now. We're being raised up in these last days, man, to prophesy against Esau, Edom, so-called white man, and against these heathen nations, all right? What happened to them? It's like what happened to us is going to happen to them. They took us into captivity. They going into captivity. All right, but the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is using these nations to come up against Babylon, the great America. Okay, verse 8, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabines, to a people far off, for the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai has spoken it. All right, like it tells you in Revelation 13 and 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. All right. And that's coming soon. But first, this World War III is going to pop off, man. All right. But before that, the MOTB's got to be forced on the people. All right. Then all hell's going to break loose. Jacob's Trouble, World War III. And then the return of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai. Okay. Verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. These nations that was once weak, didn't have nuclear capabilities, are now, saying, hey, we're strong. They're flexing their muscles, man, against Babylon, the great America, man. All right? And these nations are tired. They want vengeance for what happened. Okay? Let's go to here. This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. For thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. When these missiles begin to be shot upon Babylon, the great America, none of these missiles are not going to return in vain, because the spirit of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is going to be on these missiles to direct them exactly where to go. Okay? All right? I don't know why I got that in there. Lucky. Let's move on, man. Anyway, let's move on. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Okay? The Lord is coming with fire, man. Okay? Alright? And he's going to use the nations to do so. Let's prove that first. Let's go to Revelations 17 and verse 16. Okay? Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horn which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Alright? Now, Iran is not a part of the beast, all right? All right? But I'm just using this as an example because, hey, Iran, Russia, all right, China, and all these nations are going to come together, all right, to do what? To destroy Babylon, the great America, man, okay? That's the goal, which is the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is setting up these nations to do, to come up against Babylon, the great America, okay? All right? Revelation 17 and 16 again. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, those are the EU and NATO nations, okay? These shall hate the whore. Who's the whore? Babylon, the great America. And shall make her desolate and naked, which they're doing, they're exposing her, excuse me, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. She's going to be burnt with fire, man. ICBM nuclear missiles, okay? Verse 17, for Yahweh hath put in their hearts, which is their minds, to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth, man. Okay? Which is Babylon, the great America. All right? Let's go here. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai host, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. It's going to be a terrible day, all right? All right? Let's go here. Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. For he cried, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. This is the post-destruction of Babylon. This place is going to become a habitation of devils, unclean and hateful, unclean spirits, man, and hateful birds, man. All right, nothing is gonna dwell here ever again, but desert creatures. Okay, verse 3: For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornications with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. Verse 4: And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Okay, that's when the elect being called into the chariots of the Lord, all right, being delivered before the destruction of Babylon the Great America. Okay, verse 5: For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled to her double. Double. Alright? These Edomites are going to have to face double the slavery, double everything. Babylon the Great America is going to receive double for what is done to the children of Israel, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? Verse 7: How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. That's the pride of America, man. Okay? Verse 8: Therefore shall her plans come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh Shai, who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornications and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. These nations are going to see the smoke of America, man, burning up, man. They're going to witness it. It's going to be televised, okay? Verse 10: Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Okay? 1 hour is all it's going to take for this place to get burnt up. Okay? All right? Let's get this. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahweh Shai. Verse 25. The Lord Yahweh Shai hath opened his armory, those missiles, man, alright, the weapons of his indignation, and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh Shai, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. Alright, verse 26. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, destroy her utterly, let nothing of her be left. Nothing of this place is gonna be left, man. Okay, nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna read this. All right, verse 28. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Shai power, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done. Do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord Yahweh Shai, against the Holy One of Israel. This place has been proud, man. All right. All these nations are now coming together to come up against this place, man. All right. Verse 30. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets. All her men of war shall be cut off in that day, said the Lord Yahweh Shai. America's going to lose, man. All right. Verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, said the Lord Yahweh Shai of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And this place is about to be visited, man. All right. It's being visited with storms and tornadoes and stuff like that. But hey, pretty soon, the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to visit this place with laser chariot fire and ICBM nuclear missiles. All right. That's the ultimate sword right there. Okay. Verse 32. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all around about him. Esau, man, you finished, man. Okay? You finished. Let's get this now. Isaiah 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh Shah will come with fire in his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury. Slocky. Look, that was it. And his rebuke with flames of fire. Okay? Alright? He's going to rebuke this place with flames of fire, man. ICBM nuclear missiles. Okay? Alright? And that destruction is near. Alright? And he's going to use the nations to do so. Okay? Verse 16, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh Shah plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh Shah shall be many. Alright? 2/3 of our people are going to die. Alright? In that day. Okay? Hey. Esau, Edom, the Edomites. Alright? So it don't matter if you got doomsday bunkers or none of that. None of that shit ain't going to matter, man. This place is not going to survive 200 million missiles. Okay? Alright? This is Obadiah verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Okay? Let's go to my Blue Letter Bible here. Okay? Alright. Alright, let's read this in the NLT. And it reads, alright, Obadiah verse 7. All your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you, and you won't even know about it. Alright, and that's what these nations are coming together doing. Alright, these nations are no longer making deals with America anymore. They're making deals with Russia, all right? Iran, France, China, Germany, all these nations are now making deals with Russia. They ain't making deals with America no more, and they're also moving away from the petrodollar, okay? That bread goes into that economy, all right? So, hey, the bread in Obadiah verse 7 goes into the economy, man, okay? So, hey, they're moving away from the petrodollar, man, and they forming their own digital dollar. All right. So hey, we ain't far from that. So we close to that ever like we like ever before, man. Okay. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach, chapter 21, verse 9. The congregation of the wicked is like tow wrapped together, and the end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them. All right. Esau, Edom is the wicked, man. He's the border of wickedness, and his kingdom is about to be destroyed, man. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that followed. Okay. Sirach 16 in verse 6. In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in a rebellious nation wrath is set on fire. And what's that rebellious nation, man? America, Babylon the Great America, because it goes contrary to the Bible, man. All right? And these devils trying to ban the Bible now, calling this a God-fearing nation. This ain't no God-fearing nation. All right? But hey, it's about to fear the true God, man. Yahweh, the name of the Father, and the name of his Son, I'm going to say Yahweh Shai. And he's going to use the nations to put that fear, man. All right? It's World War III. All right? But first, the MOTB's got to be implemented first, all right, before all hell breaks loose. And hey, we're not far from that, okay? So I'm in the lesson here. Lord willing, I praise the lesson was edifying. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations always go to the whole and let that scatter abroad. See you with another lesson soon. Lord willing, Kwam Yasharala Shalom. Why about a ball, about a wump, DTA, about a ball. Boom. Till next time I say shalom. Shalom.